Neil, I can't imagine a corporate CEO today turning their back on their own workforce and expecting their support like the mayor of New York did against the NYPD. Shareholders would never stand for that. If you lose the support of your workforce and you take them for granted, then you're dead. And the shareholders will turn upon you just like the employees do. And that's the end of a CEO. Any CEO that loses their credibility with their own workers is out today. And that's the same, should be the same in the public sector, nonprofit world, anywhere, if we're playing by the same rules. Right. As a new mayor, you get one chance to make a first impression. And this mayor squandered his goodwill. He squandered that first impression. And everybody loves a comeback. Like we all love to see in sports and politics and business. We love to see the CEO come back. But it is a Herculean effort to come back. Well, the question is really the role of unions in supporting this mayor. And I think one question is, will he lose that support? I mean, it starts with the police, but it could reverberate into other areas like the teachers union. So I think it's a delicate balance, but motivating a police force to go out there, put their lives on the line every day should not be taken for granted. And my concern is that we're losing sight of that in this process. I mean, these are workers who dedicate their lives to protecting others. That's why a complicated city like New York functions so well. It's amazing to me that they can run that city the way they do.
Larry Glazer, I mean, what do you make of the idea that I think that among the other possible criteria, that this would be a way for young people in particular who are either leery of the market or have their concerns about the market to invest at government behest? What say you?
Neil, certainly we do need to encourage retirement savings, but this is not the way to do that. And this almost sets up young people for failure in future retirement by investing them in low returning investments rather than appreciating the free market, the great American dreams, the stock market. How many employees are we going to have to hire to manage this program? I mean, you could argue Social Security was a safety net and then it just ballooned into other programs. So it's a slippery slope. You start out. We talk about training wheels. It's a great idea. I love the concept. The execution of this is completely flawed. Why would you have them invest in government debt, in low returning, non-marketable government securities? That sounds a way to have the average person subsidize the economic recovery that retirees have been doing for years and suffering under the burden. Companies don't want us to know just how vulnerable our data really is. If a company as big as Sony, with all of the multi-million dollars they can put in a budget, is so far behind the cyber curve, and Target could be hacked this year, Home Depot was hacked, Staples was hacked, is our data really safe anywhere? And this is going to forever change corporate behavior in terms of security, what people put in an email, what they encrypt, what they say in the telephone. And that's probably a good thing.
But all these IT people are recording this as we speak. Right?
Well, and companies that haven't been hacked.
I love them. The energy revolution isn't dead in this country, but it is on hold. The strongest companies will survive and prosper. Exxon up 15% in 2015.
Had a tough year. You think it's still going to do well, though, huh?
Tough time. We all need oil to run our cars. I haven't seen any alternative to that.
Well, there are a couple of alternatives in California.